Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Metal video. In this video we are going to take a look at my current favorite LR units in DBZ Dokkan Metal. So I thought I would just talk about some of the LRs that I've really enjoyed using over the past couple months. Now I don't have every LR in the game, and this is not a rating list of which LR is the best unit. I don't traditionally do those, I don't enjoy doing them, but I thought I would talk about some of my favorite LRs and the ones I have been using most recently. And yeah, we just basically would talk about that, and I'd share why I really enjoy using them, and that's pretty much it. So my first LR, or not my first LR, but obviously something to keep in mind about LRs is not every LR is built the same. Some are a lot older than others, but age doesn't necessarily mean they aren't good. LR characters can still be very, very good. They just need a little bit of love, and that's what some of the LRZAs are doing. So units like the Int Piccolo hopefully will get their comeuppance in time, but for now I'm just going to talk about ones that I enjoy using at the moment. And the LR Great Sandman 1 and 2 is one of them. They are a free-to-play LR, but their EZA was really good. It added a whole bunch of really good ability to their kit. Their kit before was very good. They were a good defensive support with extra ki. They brought a seal to the rotation, and they brought a boost to units attack. Now they just do all of that plus more. They have higher defense, they have some decent attack of their own, they have the ability to fire off additional attacks, they have an ability to boost attack and defense. So for the most part they're just a very impressive unit. Another unit that I've really enjoyed using and always kind of enjoy using is the Prime Battle LR Frieza. What separates him from most of the Prime Battle LRs is his link set. Frieza was the first Prime Battle LR, especially with his LRZA, that really started to look like a LR. He was super good. He has a great link set with, most malevolent in space, big bad bosses, and yeah, he is just really, really impressive. He has a really good passive. He gains additional defense as the first or third attacker, which means he's actually a really good unit for floating purposes or for being in the main rotation. And I really enjoy using Frieza. I think he's great on most of his teams, and he's just really usable nowadays, which is fantastic. The fact that his link set's so strong just means that he doesn't age as badly as other LR or Prime Battle LR units, and this guy can be used in pretty much almost any content. His high base stats combined with his passive, the way his defense works, means this guy is a very, very solid unit that can just dish out huge damage. Very impressive, and I do really enjoy using him in Dokkan. The next LR that I've been using a lot recently, I only got them semi-recently, about a month ago, but I've really enjoyed using them, is the Tapion and Minoshia. I just find them to be very powerful and provide a lot to the team. A 2-turn active skill boost, along with obviously the ability to raise their defense, and of course just the numerous abilities that they provide from their active skill. They're a siblings bond support, which means I can run them as a floater or a main rotation unit with the AGL Tapion, who by the way is also very good, and they just have a lot going on. They hit 18 ki, they can fire off another super attack, and that super attack really gives them an even greater amount of presence on the battlefield. They have a great defense at 55%. They have something like 180k linked up with AGL Tapion, which is impressive. And with every attack that they do, they give themselves 15% damage reduction. They have a really cool animations, they have really awesome active skill, and they're just a very fun unit. They've brought a lot of spice to the siblings bond team, which I found to be a little bit bland for a while. A lot of Gotens, a lot of Gohans, some Vegetas mixed in there. But I've really enjoyed adding in the Tapion brotherhood, and it's been a really fun time. Then the next LRs, or the two LRs that I just always enjoy using, are the LR, or the 3rd year anniversary LRs. the Goku and Angel units that turn into Vegeta and Gogeta respectively. Both of them are awesome. Majin Buu Saga teams, Movie Heroes teams, Fusion teams, getting their transformation skill is incredible, and the fact that they both do still deal out some really good damage and have some really good defense. Maybe not top tier defense anymore, but still solid enough to do most endgame content pretty well, especially since a lot of people will have dupes in these units, at least people who've played for a while. And you know, when their Easy A does eventually come, they really don't need that much more to bring them up to speed. A little bit of an increase in their passives, but what I'd like the most is for their transformation to be reduced from turn 6 to turn 5. I think that would be pretty much my favorite scenario for them, just because it would really give their transformations a lot more presence and make it a bit easier to use it in all situations. Another of my favorite LRs, always one of my favorite LRs, is the LR Kale and Caulifla. I just find them very usable in a lot of content. Their evasion, their ability to fire off multiple super attacks, and because a lot of their conditions are pretty easy to get, Universe 6 Saiyans, Pure Saiyans, Pepe Gals, you can kind of trigger most of their attack based passive on a lot of teams. Even running them on a Pure Saiyan team, yes, they won't do as much damage on a team completely built for them, but they're very, very good. And the fact that they activate their additional attacks against Pure Saiyans, which is a large portion of the game, and Universal Survival Saga, which is a very big portion as well, they can get off their super attacks quite a lot. The God of Destruction events, I used them for I think 4 of them. But my absolute favorite unit right now, well, LR unit right now, has to be Frieza Full Power. I didn't get the Goku, so I can't comment too much on that, and I'm sure he's very strong, but this Frieza unit is just so much fun to run. He does huge damage, he has great defense, his active skill is so much fun to use, it just obliterates people, whether it's in the LGE, GT, whether it's in the LGV or the LVE, I should say, whether it's in the LGE normal event, ESBR, SBR, this guy is just a top class unit. He does have a slight key problem, which I alleviate by usually running him. I was fortunate enough to get the 3rd form cell, that is the Sworn Enemies category support, but this guy is an absolute beast. He just does so much good work on the battlefield. Even at 55%, he is my favorite unit to run. That, combined with the Sworn Enemies category being incredibly malleable, allowing me to use cells, Majin Buus, and using, Frieza's galore, it's a lot of fun to run his category. And then finally an honorable mention, because I think they've kind of not been swept under the rug, but they're a little bit understated, is the Vegeta and Goku. I actually find these guys a lot of fun to run. They link really well with Broly units, which I usually run them with on my Pure Saiyans team, and their revive skill is really easy to get, and they actually do a lot of damage and have really good defense after they super. So they've been a lot of fun to run as a unit just on pretty much any team, and to be honest, the revive skill has probably one of my favorite scenes from Dragon Ball Z, as its kind of reference, that whole Vegeta speech. And so for me, it was honestly just a really incredible and really fun and really awesome unit to get, and I haven't used them as much as Frieza, but I've been using them when I can, and they are awesome. But those are my favorite LRs right now. Let me know what yours are in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe, and bye!